Okay, here is a quick review on Chapter 6 concepts of price floor and price ceiling. First of all, let's take price ceiling, for example. In this case, let's take the product shoes and say that a pair of shoes is currently being sold at an equilibrium price of $30. If that's the case, and the government steps in and says, wait a minute, you can't sell your shoes for more than $10 per pair, there's an obvious discrepancy between the quantity supplied and the quantity demanded. At $30, our product and store had sold 50 pairs of shoes. The quantity demanded has now skyrocketed to 200 pairs at that particular price. The quantity supplied is only going to be, let's say, 20 pairs at that price. In order for us to find the amount of the shortage, you take the quantity demanded, which equals 200, and the quantity supplied, which equals 20, and you subtract that amount to get 180 pairs of shoes. So in other words, this area in this spot down here is representative of the amount of the shortage that takes place. Again, that's a price ceiling. When we talk about a price floor situation, this means that you have a minimum price that is set above the market clearing price and creates an artificial situation resulting in a surplus. So, again, our pair of shoes is at $30 per pair. And this is where we sold 50 pair of shoes at that particular price. So if we were to say the government would not let us sell our shoes for less than $60 per pair, for whatever reason, we have a situation where supply and demand are not equal. The quantity supplied does not equal the quantity demanded. In this particular case, only 5 people were able or willing, I suppose, to buy pairs of shoes for $60 a piece when they're only really worth $30. So the supplier said, well, that's an opportunity, and realistically maybe they offered 70 pair of shoes for sale at that price. Well, in this particular case, in order to get the answer for a surplus, you need to subtract the quantity supplied and minus QD. So quantity supplied is going to be 70, and the quantity demanded is 5 units. The difference is 65. And that's how you get the amount of the surplus. So again, just to emphasize visually where the amount of the surplus comes from, it's this triangle right here, the area of that triangle, which is above the market clearing price. And that's how you figure out price floor versus price ceiling.